I want to just talk about something really simple, an onion, just for a moment. For many years, we've talked about an onion and the difference between, or actually the similarities. And if you peel an onion back, what you can do is you're getting closer to the core of the problem. Psychologists would call this maybe a presenting problem. Let's just say, for instance, you have an issue in your life and you talk about that issue. That's the presenting problem. There's actually something beneath the layer that God is wanting to address. And we were talking just a little while ago in our, some might want to call Monday school. And I say that like kind of making fun of Sunday school. Not that I have anything against meeting on Sundays. I like to meet on Sundays, and I like to meet on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. I just don't think any one day is any more holy than the other. But if you've ever peeled an onion, you can actually see for yourself. You're going layer at a time back. Well, we were discussing this morning, and if you peel this onion back far enough, what you have is no onion left. There's nothing left. There's no onion. And I think that's what we miss so many times in the Christian faith, in the Christian walk, in our denominations and our systems. It confuses us. It confuses not only ministers in the faith, the saints who are the ministry, but it actually confuses the whole issue, and it clutters up the entire gospel. And the gospel is very profoundly simple. There's nothing complicated about the gospel at all. It's our notions, it's our layers that we've put on top of simple truth that no thing is what we can take hold of. Take no thought about what we should wear. Take no thought about tomorrow. Take no thought about what you're going to eat. That kind of thinking. And the reason that God's saying take no thought is He's saying get back to the original issue that God and your spirit, you, are one with God. Allow the bridge that He's built to be crossed. That's what He's done. And that's what you are. You're a bridge. You're a son of God, if you are a son of God. Jesus, the firstborn among many brethren, that's exactly what God is trying to say to us right now. He's saying, let's get on with it. Let's be honest and peel the layers one at a time if we need to. If we need to spend a little time being real and honest, let's do that. But let's don't deceive ourselves, and let's don't call a layer truth. Let's just say that, and be honest, that we're getting to the truth, which is inside, which is no thing. There is no thing in the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is the reality of heaven right now, the spiritual awakening of you and of I and me. That is, simply put, God's way of connecting to us. And we can do that right now. And we can reduce that into words and talk about it. And I think that's what sometimes I'm guilty of. I want to ascend into a level of connecting with Paul when he says, I'm crucified with Christ. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying. I want to ascend into intellectually connecting with what Paul is talking about, Paul's saying. I want to connect intellectually because what we really, if we'll be honest, we want to get on with this revelation of Christ so that we can, what's next? We always have that question of what's next? What's next, God? What's next? Well, if you ever catch a glimpse and you come into the knowledge of the truth, there is no what's next. The knowledge of you and God being one is enough. And if you're still peeling back layers, that's okay. But don't call those layers truth and expect that not to be refined with a refiner's fire and peeled away. Oh, it's going to feel like you're birthing a baby, but it's going to be a full-grown man-child, and it won't look like probably anything we've ever seen before.